Bridget Bartlett here with Vision Marketing and Design, and today we are live inside of our team training where we are live Monday through Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So today is really exciting. We're actually going to create a snapshot to resell our white label course. Okay, if you've missed any of this week's training, we have talked about how to actually resell white label courses. On Monday, we talked about where to actually find them or create them yourself. Yesterday, we actually built the course, and today we're going to complete the snapshot and then create it. Tomorrow, we're going to create the instructions and upload it into our store. Okay, so I do want to say hello to Maria, who is watching on YouTube. So, you guys, if you need to watch the replay, you can definitely go back. You can go to bridgetbartlett.com and check it out there, and all of my live training replays. Of course, you can also watch it on YouTube because I'm going to walk you through the whole process so that you understand the automations. So definitely if you need to take notes, okay? So the very first thing we want to do after we create our products is go to, first of all, before I even get started, we're using HighLevel. If you want to create a free HighLevel trial and join my team and get all kinds of bonuses, you can go to bridgetbartlett.com as well. I also have a free onboarding training that you can watch as well, okay? So we have two versions here. We have the customer version and the agency version. Okay. Now, what we want to do is go to the offers. Okay. So we're going to go to create an offer, and we're going to click here and do create offer. Okay. So we're going to do, course. Okay, so let's just say course, and of course we want the customer version. Okay, because remember, the snapshot is designed for a lead to, or rather a customer to upload into the HighLevel account to resell the course as their own, right, as an unbranded course that they can resell. Okay, so we want to set this up for them. So if they upload this into their HighLevel account, then what they want is an offer that is the customer version. Okay, so we're going to click there. Now we can go ahead and add an image here, and we talked a lot about that yesterday. The most important thing is we need to publish. Okay, now you also can add an upsell here, and you can get the link to your offer if you want to, and you could also preview it here if you wanted to do that. If we go back, again, I'm kind of rushing through this. I also want to show you here settings. So if you want to, this is the site settings for your whole membership area. This is going to be the link to your membership area, okay, if you do not connect a domain. You just want to make sure that, I think yesterday I was showing this and I pasted it in, it didn't look right, or maybe I was showing Maria on Friday. But you need to, when you're pasting all of this in, first of all, you can customize this, okay? So if you wanted it to say course or something, your link is now going to be the HTTPS, and then it's course dot memberships.sm and so on. Okay. But of course you want to connect a domain. You want it to be branded. You want to be professional. So you can go to custom domains, and you can go to purchase, your domain wherever, Namecheap, GoDaddy, and then just point it here so you can have a custom domain for your membership area. And then of course you want to go to email settings and make sure that this is turned on, unless you have, unless you really want to do some advanced things, and then, have this email send in your workflow and all that. But we just want to make this really simple. Okay. This is not meant to be a complicated course. We want to make this as easy as possible for our customer who's purchasing the course to resell, so that they can, just import and get going. So that is all good. Okay. Those are the things that we want to verify. Okay. And we've created our offer here. Okay. Now, the next thing that we need to do is we need to create a form, okay? Because they need to have something to opt into to get the offer, okay? So we're going to go to our form builder, and I'm going to go to create new form. And the bare minimum we need is a first name and an email, okay? So I'm just going to drag those over here. Of course, you can add, anything that you want to, even birth date. You can even have them sign or add a CAPTCHA or whatever you want, okay? But I'm just going to add these two fields, and then our button here. Let's make this full width. I don't like that little one there. And then we will say register for your free course. Okay. And really basic. And let's go ahead and give our form a name. So I'm going to go over to options, and then we're going to say register for free course. Okay, that's going to be the form, and we'll save. Okay, so now we've created our form. All right, we've created the products, we've created the offer, we've created the form. Now we need to create a workflow. So I'm going to go to automations, and we don't have any automations in this account. And this is why HighLevel is so great for clients, because there's not a bunch of things loaded in here unless you want them to be. Okay, so it's really, really simple. They can just go to the one workflow. So we're going to create one workflow. Let's just start from scratch to make it simple. And let's go ahead and give this free course. So this is the title of our workflow. And what we want to trigger this workflow, remember the point of this is they're going to go to the website, they're going to enter in the form that we just created, and then we want them to go to a thank you page, and we want that form to trigger the automations here. So we need to go down to form. We're going to choose form submitted, and we need to add a filter because right now it's set up that any form in the whole account it's going to it would send to, right? But we want to choose a specific form. All right, so it would trigger this automation is what I was trying to say. So we only have one form created in this account, so we're going to choose this specific form. So the trigger of this workflow, meaning what's going to make all of these things happen, is going to be when the form is submitted. Okay, so we're going to click save trigger. All right, now we can actually just go ahead and save here. All right. Now, what do we want to happen when the form gets submitted? Okay, we want to send an email. All right. So now remember, they're already going to get an email with their login credentials. Okay, and we can edit that email. So there are two different ways of doing it. We can edit that welcome email, or we could send them another email. I don't know why I just did that. We could send them another email to say, hey, we've just sent your login credentials for your free course. We here's what we specialize in, and da 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 da. Right. So let's just say we could put a from name, but remember we want to get this set up for duplication. All right. So let's, instead of putting from name, which if this was our account, we would probably just put our from name. But let's go ahead and choose custom values here. And let's go down to account, and then we're going to choose the location name. Okay, so if your location name or the HighLevel member who uploads this to the sub account, if their sub account is called my course business, then it's going to pre-fill in the from name when it sends the email, and it's going to say my course business. Okay, so let's go ahead and then choose the account email as well. So I'm going to choose account email, and then we can type in a subject line. Okay, so we can say congratulations, or let's say welcome. We could even add their first name. Okay, so let's say welcome, contact, first name. Okay. Now here's where we want to put an email. So what do we want to say in the email? Let's say, hey, and then again, let's use a first name because that's so personal. We all like that. And now we need some content. Okay, so let's go ahead and choose the information that we received inside of our course. You'll see this one actually has some email swipes. So if we click here, you'll see that there's actually, I think, just one email. So this is where you really need to determine, okay, do I want this to be a $97 snapshot course template? Do I want this to be a $997 course template? Because if you put one in there, you're going for a lower end. If you're putting 365 emails in there, obviously that's going to be much more expensive. Okay, so you decide how many emails you want to put in there, but let's just say that we've read through all of this and it looks great and this is what we want to use. So I'm just going to copy this information here, and I'm going to just paste it into my email. Okay, now you will see that some of these, see how it says insert link, Now, what we want to do is make this as duplicatable as possible, okay? So the way that we want to do that is by inserting custom values, okay? And I'm going to explain custom values in just a second. But inside this email, we can go to custom values, and now you'll see that there are actually 3 that I created. And like I said, I'm going to go back and show you. I just don't want to have to piggyback to the automations. We have one that says membership area URL. Okay, so I'm going to show you where to customize that. But if you put that in there, what it's going to do is it's going to take whatever we paste in the custom value section, it's going to take that URL. So when we are giving instructions, like I'm going to show you tomorrow, how our customer needs to set up their new course, we just want to say paste here, paste here, paste here, and then it updates the whole system. Okay, so that's the purpose of adding a custom value for the website URL. Okay. So let's say we've read all through here. Let's make sure if there's any more places. Okay, insert link. So let's go ahead and just add our custom value membership area URL again, and it will pre-fill in that for us. Now, we obviously don't want your name, so we can use a custom value for that as well. So we'll just do account name. Okay, and then we could also add username if we wanted to do that. And then of course we have the insert link again. So let's go to custom values and membership link. Okay, so the goal of this email is obviously they're going to sign up for the free course, and they are going to go to the thank you page. It's going to say check the emails, and then they're going to receive this email, and they're also going to receive an email from the membership area that automatically gets sent out that I just showed you. Okay, so let's say that we love this, and we're going to save action, and now we save. Okay, so let's go ahead and publish this. Now, if you did want, to put a wait step in here, like maybe wait a day or something like that, you could before sending out this email. You could also, if you wanted to send out, thousands and thousands or a series of emails, you could just put, wait 1 day, save, and then add your next email, or you could add a ringless voicemail or whatever you wanted to do. Okay. But for the sake of this training, let's just make it simple. Say we're sending out the login credential email and then the welcome email. Okay. I do want to say hello to Frankie and Alvin and Linwood. Hello, hello. Okay, so now the next thing that we need to do is we need to create the registration page. Okay, so we have created our offer. We have, and actually we need to give them access to this offer. Okay, so we're sending them, or actually, no. Yes, we do. Okay. Sorry. So we're going to send they're going to fill out the form and all of that. Okay. But we actually need to give them access. Even though the membership area is going to send them that welcome email, it's only going to do it once we have granted access. Okay. So they're going to fill out this form, and then we need to send them an email, and then we want to send them give them access. Okay. So it's going to say whoever fills out this course, or fills out this form, we want to give them access to the offer called course. Okay, so that's really, really important. Can't believe I almost forgot that. Okay, so now there are the 2 emails, the 2 steps, right? So they're getting the email. They're also getting access credentials because we've given them access, all right? So now let's go back to the workflows, and we need to go to sites, okay? Because we need something to attach our form to, all right? Now, technically right now you could give the link to the form and they could fill that out and then they could get free access, right? But we don't want to do that. We want to create a nice opt-in page for our course, okay? Now, remember, all of the content that I had for this website that I've already created is actually here inside of the folder. Okay, so this right here, all of this content I have just simply recreated. Let me show you here. I just put like a generic logo here because, I've done tons of training on web design. All I did was recreate this. I've combined, the ebook course and the video course into one landing page. So what they're going to do is they're going to click here. It's going to open a pop-up, and then we need to have our form. Okay, so let's actually edit our form here. And let's see if it loads. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to, oh, sorry, let's go back down here. And we want to click this button. And we want to, it's already open, it's already set on open pop-up. And we want to click here for a pop-up. And here we need to add our form. Okay, so I'm going to go click there to add a column. And then I want to add the form. Let's see, where's my form? Here we go. So I'm just going to drag that there and it pops open and asks me what form. I want the register for a free course form. Okay, and then I'm going to save. Now, of course, I could add, some headline. I could add a video. I could add whatever I want here. But I'm going to say enter your info to get access. Okay. And let's save. So now we have our landing page and we have our form. Okay, so really the automations is pretty much set up. Okay, but what happens after they submit the form? Okay, what we want to do is we want to go to our thank you page. So we actually only have 2 steps in our funnel. So you can see here, register for course and thank you. So if we want to go to the next step, it's going to be that thank you page. We could also go to a URL, or we could actually choose the action from the form builder itself, okay? But we're just gonna go to the next step because the next step is the thank you step, and we're gonna click save. Okay, so now there's a couple things before we go to the thank you page that I wanna point out to you that's really, really great for duplication. So I'm gonna go all the way up to the top here. Now, you'll see the logo here. This is something that you can do with custom values as well, okay? Now, if I click here, you'll see that there is a image link here, okay? So if I want the client to be able, or the buyer of the course to be able to easily upload their own logo, what I can do is put a custom value here, and then it will pre-fill in the logo here. All right. So something else that I could also do, and again, I'm going to show you that in just a second, how all that works. You could also do that with buttons, okay, for the hex code. So if you scroll up here to where the button is, you can add, like if you do that, you can add the custom value here, and then it will pre-fill in that button. Now, something else regarding custom fields, you want in the footer, this is something typically that needs to be updated on templates, but if you use custom fields here in the footer, it's going to, no matter if I sold this, next year or 5 years from now, it's going to auto-populate whatever year it is there by using the custom fields, and also whatever location it is. So again, just like with the workflow and the email that we created, it's going to pre-fill that in. So if it's Billy Bob's Christmas Shop is the name of the location, it's going to say Billy Bob's Christmas Shop, okay? Now, where can you find out all of these cool custom fields that you can use? You can actually go to help.gohighlevel.com, and you can search for custom values slash merge fields, and you'll see the list here. Okay, there's tons and tons of fields that you can use and just put into your website. Okay, so once you get the header and footer exactly how you want it, okay, before we go to the thank you page, what we want to do is actually save these as global. Okay, so what global means is any of the websites in this whole funnel, they will only need to be updated one time if it's a global section. Okay, so it can be like, this could be a global section, or the headers and footers. It doesn't even have to be just a header and footer, but just for the sake of training and making this simple, we're going to save this as our global footer section. Okay, and then we're going to go up here, and then we are going to save this as our global header. Okay, so let's say header, and then save and save. Okay, now I could go out of here and then I could click on here, but inside of here, I could also go to the thank you page. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the thank you page now. And what we want to do is add the global headers. Okay, so I'm going to go to global sections, and here I have my footer. So I'm just going to add that. And then I'm going to go to add section, global sections, and then I have my header as well. Okay, so you can see it's actually purple now instead of green. So the purple is global, and it also says, you know, you can see the footer and global header here. Okay, so let's save this. Now you'll also see that I kind of jazzed up this thank you page because it says congratulations, and it's going to pre-fill in the contact's first name. But remember, you can only use these types of that pertain to the contact. You can only use these custom fields after, like on a thank you page, because you have to capture the contact info before it can be used. Okay, but it says congratulations, whatever their first name is, you have been granted access. So I've also put, we have emailed your login credentials to, and then I added their contact email. Okay, so that's kind of cool. It's going to customize that a little bit more. And it also says, you know, if you don't receive it within 5 minutes, please check your spam or promotions folder. Okay, if you have your chat widget down here, that's also a really good idea. Okay, so now that is the sales page and the thank you page. Okay, so now let's go talk about the custom values. Okay, so I'm going to go back here now, and actually I can just close that out, and I'm going to go to these settings, and I'm going to go to the custom values. Okay, so you'll see that I have those 3 from the drop down menu. Remember the custom values? So I have button color, and then I have logo, and then I have membership area URL. Okay, so if I put this is what I'm basically going to train my customer who purchased my course. This is what I'm going to train them to do. Okay, so I'm going to say, all you have to do to get your course ready is you need to customize it if you want to, and then you need to connect your domain, and then, you know, if they choose to, and then what you need to do is put your brand hex code here, paste the link to your logo, and then paste the link to your membership area. So I would just say, like, if I am the customer now, I'm going to say, okay, this is my membership area url.com. Okay, so I'm pasting it in there. Now I need the link to my logo. So let's go ahead and let's go back here now. And I'm going to go to my media, open my media. Where is my media? Oh, oops. Okay, now let's say that this is my logo. I'm just going to right click and get the link. Okay, so let's go back here now, and I'm going to go to custom values, and then I'm going to paste, oops, wrong one. I'm going to paste the link to my logo here. All right, and now I need the hex code. Okay, so let's just say, let's go to Canva, and let's choose a brand color hex code. So we'll just say orange. Okay, so here's my hex code. Now I'm going to go back here. Oops, wrong one. And I want to paste my hex code. Okay, so save. So now when the client does this, wherever these custom values are, it's going to auto-populate this information. Okay, so now what I need to do is I'm going to create a notepad. Okay, so I'm going to say, here's my notepad. Now this needs to go wherever I want this color to go. Okay, so I'm going to open up my notepad and paste that here. And then now this is going to go wherever the logo is going to go. Okay, so I need my little notepad here. And then same here. This is going to be wherever I want the membership area website to go. Okay, even though I really just needed that inside the workflow, it's still good to have that, right? So these are my main things. Okay, so when I go back to my website here, go into sites and course, and then I can click here. Now what I need to do is I just need to swap these out. Okay, so when I am creating this for the customer, I am going to, everywhere that I want their color to be, I'm going to add this custom value. Okay, so it's not going to be just the normal color. It's not going to be this color. It's going to be whatever we put in this custom value. Okay, so we could even type in here custom color and add color. Okay, so now you see, because I had the orange in that custom value, now it actually auto populates. Okay, now if I go back and I change that hex code of the custom value to another color, it's going to automatically auto populate that. So if I click preview here now, you'll see the if we go down to, so we have our logo, and you'll see we have the current year, and then we also have Whitelabel courses, because that's the name of this location. Okay, so it's going to auto populate all of those things. Okay, so with the logo, because remember that was the other custom value that we wanted to use, we're going to go click on the logo, and now we need to get our little cheat sheet here, and we are going to copy the custom value here. And you guys, this is not just for logos. You can use this for any image. I could use it for this image here. If maybe I wanted their, their beautiful face to be front and center, and I wanted to have them upload a image of themselves, I could do the same thing as the logo. It's any image. Okay, so I'm just going to copy this now, and I'm going to paste that custom value there. Okay, now it's the same image, so so it's not going to change because it was the same image I already had in there. But now whatever logo we decided to upload in that custom value, whatever link we use, it's going to auto populate that. Okay. Now you'll also see when I did go to save this, because it's global, it said, hey, warning, this is going to update on every website page that has this global header. Okay. So that's super, super cool. All right. So now the very last step, once we have all of this complete and it's beautiful, and you've tested it and everything just looks flawless, it's exactly how you want it to be, what you need to do is inside of your HighLevel agency account, okay, not your sub account, your agency account, you want to go to the settings at the bottom, and you want to go to Snapshot, and you're going to give your snapshot a name, okay, because this is what is going to basically be the template for this course that you're going to resell. You're going to choose the account of the sub account that we just created, the account that you want to copy into a snapshot, and then you're going to click save. Okay. Now, when you click save, you're going to get a link. Okay. So let's just go ahead. I'll do it now and save. And then you'll get a link that you can share one time, or you can share, let me go down here. Let me see where it actually is, because I have lots of them, and it's probably right in front of me and I don't see it. Okay, level up course. You're going to click here, and then you'll be able to share. You'll get the link to share. You can email the share link here, or get the permanent link. Okay, so it's basically, do you want it, one-time use, or do you want the permanent link? Obviously, if you're going to resell, you want to get the permanent link. Okay, so if I click here and then click get link, it's just going to give me a share link, and anyone that I give that to is going to be able to click it, log into their HighLevel account, or create a free trial, and then they will have access that will be already loaded into their account, ready to use. Okay. So Josh says, I look forward to using custom values in the builders from now on. Great stuff. Awesome. Glad to help. Someone on Facebook is saying, this is amazing. Thank you for sharing. You are so, so welcome. Okay. So that is the quick and dirty rundown of how to complete that process within the snapshot, and then how to create the link. So tomorrow we're going to talk about how to actually set this up in the store so that this whole process is automated. Okay. Once you create, this is why I love reselling like snapshots and website to like digital assets, because once you create this, you never have to touch it again, right? I mean, obviously you could update it and add things if you want to, but you never have to touch it again. You can resell 1 million copies of this, and it will not cost you anything because it's already been created. It won't take you any time because it's an automated process to purchase and deliver digital products. Okay. So super, super cool. I know I'm excited about it. I have tons and tons of snapshots and websites and all kinds of things that I'm going to be adding into my store. So you guys definitely be looking out for those things in the future. And like I said, tomorrow's all about setting up the store, creating the instructions, and I hope to see you all there. You can also go to bridgetbartlett.com right after this and join me for open office hours if you're a member struggling, or if you have questions about HighLevel or our program. Definitely go there and join me in the Zoom. So I will see you all then. Go make your vision a reality.